In the intricate dance of human life, we are constantly navigating through layers of performance and social ritual. People often don masks, crafted personas designed for approval, gain, or control. Yet, if we wish to truly understand someone, to cut through illusion and witness the essence of their being, we must observe them not casually, but deliberately. This requires intentionality, emotional acuity, and a willingness to confront truths that may be inconvenient. Across centuries of philosophical and anthropological inquiry, patterns of behavior have emerged that consistently illuminate the integrity, or lack thereof, within individuals. In this analysis, we examine 5 critical indicators that expose a person's character in its most unguarded form. 1. How they treat those who can do nothing for them. One of the most enduring tests of character is how someone treats individuals who have no capacity to benefit them. Philosophers like Immanuel Kant and ethicists throughout history have emphasized that true morality emerges in how we treat others when there is no incentive to do so. In anthropological terms, such behaviors reflect a society's emphasis on communal values versus hierarchical opportunism. When someone engages with a service worker, a subordinate, or a stranger with no social power, their reaction is unfiltered. These are moments stripped of performative necessity. Are they patient and respectful, or condescending and dismissive? What we find in these interactions is the revelation of either genuine empathy or a transactional worldview. The latter often points to what Max Weber described as instrumental rationality, where interactions are motivated solely by ends. Conversely, treating everyone with dignity signals internalized values of fairness, compassion, and humility. As the sociologist Irving Goffman suggested in the presentation of Self in Everyday Life, our backstage behaviors, how we act when the curtain is down, are often the most revealing. 2. How they handle adversity. Adversity is the great revealer. It removes luxury, status, and control, laying bare what remains at a person's core. Viktor Frankl, in his seminal work, Man's Search for Meaning, observed that those who could maintain a sense of purpose during the horrors of concentration camps demonstrated profound inner strength. Character is forged and revealed in struggle. Some face hardship with resilience, resolve, and self-reflection. These individuals often embrace a growth mindset, as defined by psychologist Carol Dweck, seeing failure not as a defeat, but as a path to maturity. They do not deny pain, but integrate it, learning and evolving. Others externalize blame, indulge in victimhood, or spiral into resentment. These reactions, while human, reveal fragility and avoidance. Adversity also clarifies values. When tested, does a person act out of selfish preservation or communal solidarity? In moments of crisis, even small choices, whether to share resources, offer empathy, or maintain ethical standards, speak volumes. The ancient Greek idea of arete, or excellence of character, is embodied in those who uphold their principles under pressure. 3. How they speak about others in their absence. The language one uses when no social reward or consequence is present is another striking indicator of character. Speaking with respect about others who are not present demonstrates consistency, integrity, and emotional maturity. As anthropologist Clifford Geertz emphasized, speech patterns and gossip are cultural behaviors that serve as tools for social cohesion or disintegration. Gossip, though often dismissed as trivial, can betray deep insecurity and a need to assert dominance by undermining others. By contrast, those who speak kindly about others, or at least refrain from derogatory remarks, reveal emotional security and confidence in their self-worth. They do not elevate themselves by belittling others, but recognize shared humanity. This behavior also correlates with conflict resolution styles. People who talk behind others' backs are often conflict avoidant, whereas those who maintain respect, even in disagreement, are more likely to address issues directly, constructively, and empathetically. 4. How they pursue their goals. Ambition is natural, even admirable, but the means by which one pursues success exposes character. Ethical ambition aligns with Aristotelian virtue, the pursuit of excellence in accordance with reason and integrity. When goals are sought transparently and with consideration for others, it reflects a balanced personality rooted in long-term vision. The path matters as much as the destination. Those who exploit, deceive, or sabotage others in the name of achievement operate from scarcity and fear, not strength. Studies in organizational psychology show that Machiavellianism, characterized by manipulation and cynicism, is often linked to short-term gains and long-term fallout. Moreover, the ability to pursue goals patiently, persistently, and with humility marks emotional intelligence. True ambition includes the courage to ask for help, to acknowledge mistakes, and to uplift others along the way. Individuals who embrace these qualities cultivate environments of trust, collaboration, and shared success. 5. How they treat themselves. Perhaps most overlooked is how individuals treat themselves. This is a critical window into their internal world. Do they nurture their well-being, practice discipline, and aim for personal growth? Or do they neglect their mental, emotional, and physical needs? Self-care, as explored by Michel Foucault in his later works, is not indulgent but foundational. It is an ethical responsibility. Discipline in personal habits, commitment to goals, and the ability to forgive oneself for failure reflect a mature and integrated identity. Such individuals do not fear their flaws. They engage with them honestly. In contrast, those who treat themselves with disdain often project that neglect onto others, creating cycles of resentment and dependency. Importantly, how someone treats themselves sets the tone for how they engage with the world. A person who respects their own time, health, and potential is more likely to extend that respect outward. Their self-relationship becomes the blueprint for all others. Conclusion: the mirror of character. These 5 domains: treatment of the powerless, response to adversity, private speech about others, pursuit of ambition, and relationship with the self, are not random markers. They encompass the moral, social, and psychological dimensions of human behavior. Together, they form a holistic lens through which character is not only revealed but defined. To see clearly is to know clearly, and that clarity brings responsibility. When you observe these behaviors in others, you begin to make more informed choices about who to trust, who to emulate, and who to avoid. But this awareness also holds a mirror up to yourself. Each of these tests is one you too must pass. Character is not inherited, it is forged. It is found in the choices you make when no one is watching, in the way you treat those with no power, and in the resilience you bring to life's trials. In a world often dominated by image and illusion, let your perception be sharp, your standards high, and your own character exemplary. Align yourself with integrity, and in doing so, not only will you see others more clearly, but you will refine the very essence of who you are.